This is Reza with your B2B Cambodia Market update for May 28, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 0.2 points or 0.5%, closing at 406.27. The total trade volume was up 126,499 shares change in hand for the total value of 499 million real or over 124,000 US dollars. On the main board, two stocks were up. Leading the market today was the Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, which rose 1.94% or 260 real to 13,640 real per share. Followed by the Sihanouk Wheel Autonomous Port, which was surged 0.50% or 60 real to 11,980 real per share. Four stocks were down. The biggest loser of the day was Grand Twins International, dropping 1.22% or 100 real to 8,100 real per share. Followed by Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, down 0.93% or 20 real to 2,130 real per share. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority and Akleda Bank were also down. The remaining three stocks on the main board remained flat. Over the growth board, JS Land was up 1.14% or 30 real to 2,670 real per share, while the DBD Engineering remained flat. The Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ recorded the highest trade volume of the day, with 72,771 shares change in hand at a total value of 153 million real or over 38,000 US dollars, accounting for about 57.5% of Wednesday's trade volume. Grand Twins International recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 24,251 shares change in hand at a total value of 194.9 million real or over 48,000 US dollars, approximately 19% of May 28 trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to US dollars was stable at 4,300 real per US dollars, while the US index was rose to 99.53. Looking at the global commodity, oil price held steady on Wednesday after the US barred Chevron from exporting crude from Venezuela, but expected decision from OPEC Plus later this week to increase the production in July capped gains. Brent crude futures was up 6 cents or 0.1% to 64.15 US dollars a barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate crude gained 8 cents or around 0.2% at 60.99 US dollars a barrel. The Trump administration has issued a new authorization for the US major Chevron that would allow it to keep assets in Venezuela but not export oil or expand activities, according to the Reuters. Gold firmed on Wednesday as investors bought the dip after price decline in the previous session, while the markets awaited minutes of the Federal Reserve's latest policy meeting and economic data for insights on the U.S. interest rate outlook. Spot gold was up 0.6% to 3,320.58 US dollars an ounce. Bullion fell below the 3,300 level and hit a low of 3,285.19 US dollars in the previous session. The US gold futures rose 0.6% to 3,319.50 US dollars. The U.S. stock futures fell slightly on Wednesday, a day after the Dow Jones Industrial Average snapped a 4-day losing streak. Investors also awaited the release of NVIDIA's latest quarterly figures. At the time of Cambodia's market closing, Dow Jones futures slipped by 68 points or 0.2%. S&P 500 futures dipped 0.1%, along with the Nasdaq 100 futures. This was Reza with your B2B Cambodia Market update for May 28.